Hello everyone, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. I don't think it's going to be a surprise if I say that today we will work a lot more on our new farming area. For example, we will build a bit of a belt system which will take care of the food delivery for the town, so the trucks will no longer have to do it themselves, which will take off quite a bit of load from our logistical systems. Having those new farms active will of course mean that we can get rid of the old ones, which will mean that we can free up quite a bit of space in front of the coal mine, which will allow us to start digging out a new ramp going down into the coal pit. So anyways, I believe now it is time to get into it. Okay, let's get to work. So, before we do anything else, I would like to help the logistics out a little bit. I think if we enable these overloaded trucks edicts, that will allow them to carry a little bit more stuff, so that should help them out a little bit. And also, I think it would make sense to sort out our farming. For example, right now we are consuming 31.5 units of potatoes. If we take off all the other crops and we only make potatoes in one farm, that will give us 29 units. So I suppose right now 31.5 is all we need. So if we increase the fertility, let's just give it a little bit more headroom. So let's go for 120% fertility. And that will give us 34.8, let's just say 35 units of potatoes per minute on average. So that should be enough to keep us going. Okay. Also, these belts should be a lot faster than this. Thank you. Okay, so that takes care of the potatoes, I believe. Next. I will deal with the corn last because that is a little bit more complicated than the others. So we need 31.5 units of vegetables. Let's take off everything else. That will give us 22.5. What if we increase as 31.5? That is exactly what we need, but I would prefer to have a bit of a headroom, so I think maybe 80% on 2 farms should be okay. So 18, that's 36, yeah. Let's just go with 36 units of production. Yeah, that's enough of a headroom for my liking. Now, as for the fruit, let me just check. You know what? I think I will have 2 farms dealing with the potatoes as well. So right now we have 120, yeah, 60% on each of these farms should be okay. At least theoretically. So 17.4. That's 34.8. Yeah, that will be enough. Okay, next, the fruits. So this is 15. And we need 23.4. Let's just say that 24, so 12 on each farm. Okay, this is going to be enough, but I want to have a little bit bigger headroom, so 90% fertility on each of these farms is what we are going to go for. Okay, and that means that we can have corn coming out of the last 2 farms. Yeah, sure. And since we have enough food coming out of these farms, that basically means that these are completely unnecessary at this point. So previously we were way overproducing our food. Okay, so these can pretty much go away, including these storages. Oh, but not this pipe, please. Okay, this fertilizer factory can go away as well. These storages can go. Okay, we can demolish all of these. And let's empty these out. I will leave these storages here, that they are going to be just fine like that. Okay, that freed up quite a bit of space. So that is going to be very good for us. So the next thing I want to do is to build all these foods into the town. For that, I think it would be best if we do this in stages. For example, right now, let's deal with the first thing. Let's make sure that we have enough space in this channel for the big trucks. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can put in 3 belts or more on top of each other, and that will give us enough space for the big guys to go around. Okay, that is a little bit encouraging. So first things first, I think I will put in the belts that will come down from this level down to this level. So let's start here, for example. Cannot find valid pillar placement. What about level 2? That will introduce a bit of a bump into these belts, but I think I am going to be okay with that. What if we have a pillar up here? No, that's not going to fix it, unfortunately. It would be kind of nice if we have a proper ramp going down, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah, I suppose it will have to be like this. Okay, fine. So we are going to have a pillar right here, and then they can come down. So we will need 2 flat belts and 1 U-shaped conveyor belt, because basically I want to make sure that basically we will need potatoes, fruits, and the fruits and the veggies. The corn I will deal with by trucks right now, because if you remember, the town is priority 3. The priority 1 is the disinfectant, I believe, and priority 2 is the animal feed. So right now we are only using corn in the town as basically a pressure valve for it. So we only need 1 U-shaped conveyor belt. There we go, and you can come down. There we go. Okay, next we will definitely need to have a ramp in here. So let me just put that in real quick. Just a placeholder for now. I will sort these out a little bit better later. Okay. So we can have this belt come out this way, and these 2 come out this way. And then I suppose we should be able to have them go on top of each other. So let me just try to sort that one out. So if we have this one go this way, There we go. Then the next one will go on top. I don't like this kind of a setup. Yeah, this one doesn't really look nice. You know what? We already need 3 belts, and that will still give us enough space because we have 8 spaces here, and we only need 5 for the big trucks, so we can reserve 3 tiles for these belts. So I think that that's going to be okay. Yeah, we don't really need to have these running on top of each other. So basically we can have them run like this. That's going to be just fine. Now, I think it would make sense to move these up here. So we can have the vegetable right here and the potatoes right next to it. Yeah, right there. Which means we can have these belts go into these storages. So you go into this one. Yeah. Like that. You will hook into this one. And you will hook into this one. And that will give us enough space. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. The big guys can go around. I suppose if we put this this ramp here, that will leave us enough space for the big guys. So let me just cut off these for now and move this up a little bit. Let's make it. There we go. So if we put, let's just cut it. That should be okay. Okay. So spacing of 5, and there we go. Now we can hook these together. And that's enough space for the big guys to go around. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, all we need to do now is hook these together. I suppose... How much space do we have here? We have spacing of 5. But the ramp will take up 3 more than that, so... Yeah, this will have to be here. Okay, let me just cut this one off. Copy this one, and we can put these... Well, I don't really want to block the expandability of the concrete factory. So I suppose we can have these right here. So that will give us enough space next to the pipes. Okay, so we can have these belts right here. Yeah. We have the same kind of spacing on this side as well, 8. So basically we can have these ramps coming down right here, and that will give us enough space for the big guys. Okay. Which means that these turns can go, and you will hook into each other right here. Okay, and that will give us enough space for 2 more modules here. That's going to be okay. Sure. Okay, so far so good. Now, as I have said, we will need 1 more ramp here. Might as well put it lined up with this one. There we go. The the U-shaped conveyor belt will run this way. And the flat ones will go this way. But technically we don't need 2 ramps. Yeah, this one can go away, that's fine. In fact, I would prefer it to have it here, and we don't need this one. Okay, and I think I can see a bit of a problem here. I did not leave enough space to have the outputs for these storages. Well, I've been meaning to rearrange them a little bit anyway, because right now we have... Okay, so basically we can have the potato storage here, the vegetables will be in the middle and the fruits will be here. So yeah, let's just rearrange them, that's going to be okay. Yeah. Quick build, please. Empty these out real quick. The potato as well, please. Thank you. Okay, so as I have said, we will need 2 unit storages here and 1 more loose storage on this side for the corn. Corn, please. Thank you. And in the middle will be the vegetables, I believe. Yes. So the middle one will be the veggies and the other one will be the fruits. Yeah, these will have to be 1 more tile down because of the sorting. So can you please move? Okay, now these ones can be built. Next, let's sort out the sorting. So there we go. We will need to sort for the fruits. You can go in. Oh, sorry. This one has to be here instead. So you go into this. No. Sorry. Sort for vegetables. I will get the hang of this one day. So vegetables and fruits. That takes care of that. Which means we can have the U-shape sorting on top of that one. There we go. Which means we will have to sort for corn. There. You go into that one and you go into... Why don't you want to... There we go. Okay, now we can hook these together once again. Thank you. Okay, all that is left is to hook these all into these belts and that will be pretty much it. I think it would be a little bit better if we routed these... Okay, maybe not too close to the fertilizer factory because we still need to access the ammonia storage. Maybe we can cut these here for now. Sure. So, U-shape conveyor belt will go like this. This is the veggie, yes, that is correct, and this is the fruits. There we go. I think at this point we can pretty much build these. Yeah, it looks pretty much good to me. Okay, let's build it. Okay, everything here is as fast as possible. Yes, they are. Okay. So now all we have to do is monitor the food levels and we should be okay. Don't forget that we need to keep the corn empty as much as possible. So I I think I will set this one to be priority 1. We need to make sure that this one is kept empty all the time. Okay, what's next? How are we on these areas? Okay, so these storages... What is your problem? Why can't people reach it? Yes, you can reach it just fine. So why are you complaining? Oh, right. Before I forget, I completely blanked this on the in the last episode. We had some of these pipes collapsed in the last one. We really don't need to dig under these pipes. I will sort these out once the rest of this mountain is gone. We really don't need to collapse these pipes because we want to keep the power generation going. So anyways, now that we are belting in the food for the town, that will take quite a bit of load of our logistics, so that should help out quite a bit. We will still need to keep these guys empty, so basically, thanks to the belts, the town enjoys priority over anything else in terms of food deliveries for potatoes, veggies and fruits. At this point we don't need trucks delivering for the town, in these storages at least. Right. Also, these can go away please, thank you. And that will fill these guys up, perfect. Okay. So far so good. So having these done by belts will take quite a bit of load off our trucks. Yeah, these textures can go away. Okay. I suppose we can have these one emptied out. Might as well. As for these pipes, yeah, they will be dealt with once we are moving these food processing facilities. That's going to be okay. So now the only foodstuffs that should be carried on a regular basis by trucks is the corn. And speaking of corn, I am not 100% convinced that we are making enough of that. So right now we are making 24.8, let's just say that 2550 altogether. So if we check on this, long term, we are using 1000. So we were practically level. Let's just say that I will put in 2 more farms. And that should be okay, I think. Okay, so if you remember, this top pipe will deal with this side of the farms. So let me just put in these pipes, and that looks correct. Yes, that's fine, and yes, they all look like they are doing exactly the thing that we need. So these will give us corn. Okay, so let's build these, and that should make us overproduce the corn. Once we do so, we should be able to see how much we are overproducing and adjust our farms according to that. Okay, at this point I think I will take care of the tier 2 medical, because I don't like having these periods where we are suffering population loss. So first things first, let me sort these out. So first, let's take care of the infrastructure. And I think a single factory should be okay. Next, let's build in the medical stuff. I think technically we will still overproduce the medical supplies once. So I think we are going to be okay if we are building this. Next, let's take care of the antibiotics. So for that, we will need ammonia, oxygen, and sugar. Of course, sugar will come from sugarcane, from a food processor with a little bit of water that will give us extra biomass. Okay, I think I will set up one more farm, which will give us sugarcane exclusively. So you will give us sugarcane. 30 is a little bit much, I think. Let's just go for 50% fertility and let's see how far we can go with that. So let's sort out the water. Also, that water pipe is gray. First, let me take care of these. Why is that pipe gray? Oh, right. This section is not done. But it is done now. How are these storages? Okay, the veggies are piling in. That is very good. What about the potatoes? How are we dealing with the potatoes? Okay, that one is actually dropping. So once again, we are consuming... Oh, right, because of the corn, we are not delivering enough. I think it's going to be enough for now, because we have enough vegetables and fruits. I think once the corn production catches up to the town, this will sort itself out. So anyways, sugarcane. So as I have said, we will need a food processor. I think I will set up a temporary setup for the antibiotics here, just to see what goes where. And once I'm comfortable with this production chain, I will set up a more permanent production facility for it. Like, for example, how we did the... Let's see... like the disinfectant and things like that. So we will need a food processor. Let's just put it here and let's see what the different inputs and outputs are. So sugarcane gives us sugar. Okay, let's just hook these into... let me see. That looks like a U-shaped conveyor belt input, which means, yeah, green connection. Okay. As for the water, I suppose we can put the water right here. That should be okay. So water goes into this one. Wood, please. Might as well build them. So the next stage after the sugar, first things first, let's take care of the biomass. So the biomass will, I believe it will require a mixer to take care of. Right, biomass goes into compost. That is pretty easy. There we go. You will deal with the biomass and out comes the compost. Yeah, let's just put it into a storage and keep it empty all the time. That's going to be fine. Thank you. So let's take care of that. So out comes the sugar. What's next in that chain? Antibiotics. So ammonia and oxygen. So we need a fermentation tank. So you will go into this one like so. I suppose we can put it here. That will be all right. So oxygen is pretty easy. First things first, let's make sure that we are doing antibiotics. So ammonia and oxygen. Oxygen is fairly easy, it just needs an air separator. There we go. So oxygen goes in there. Ammonia is... I don't think we are making enough ammonia. I mean, technically we do, but I think we only have this much because we have just emptied out a big storage here, so let's keep an eye on it. Also, hydrogen. Okay, why is that? We don't have enough fuel gas coming in, I guess. Well, I guess that tells me that we need to open this valve. How about these? Okay, I am not 100% convinced that we have enough steam in the system. That should be fairly easy to deal with. We just need to have this boiler here. Smokestack goes there. Coal, water, and the steam. Yeah, we can feed it into this one. Okay. I guess I will set this one to be priority 1 to make sure that we have enough coal coming in. How are we on the logistics? The biggest issue is still the stone. Also, the iron mine is done now. Okay, so we can start mining down. I think at this point we are pretty much at the point where digging all the 5 levels down might be a little bit too much. So I think I will start basically strip mining this place. So we are going to have maybe 2 more levels down. Yeah, let's see how far this one gets us. I will try to avoid getting too close to the edges again, especially next to the refinery. On this side it's not that much of a problem. But still, I would like to demolish these walls properly before we do anything rash. Okay, yeah, might as well have these like this, and that's going to be okay. The same goes on this ramp, so 2 more levels down. Okay. Let's just leave them up to it. So Any other notification that we need to deal with? The steel doesn't have enough, but now that the iron mine is back in business, it should take care of itself fairly quickly. So anyways, let's get back to this one. So I think I will feel better if we set up a chemical plant for the ammonia locally. So yeah, simple chemical plant will be enough. I think I will put it this way. So ammonia, and we can have the nitrogen going into this side, but we will definitely need to balance out the oxygen and the ammonia, I mean the nitrogen, because we need 6 here and 12 here, so they are imbalanced. To avoid clogging each other up, we will have to balance them. So oxygen can be on ground level. Yeah, that this will be alright, and the nitrogen will be on level 2. There we go. So priority goes towards the chemical plant, and for the oxygen, priority goes towards the fermentation tank. And now we just need 2 smokestacks. So 1 smokestack can go here, I guess. This will be for the nitrogen. And another one can go in here, I suppose. The bottom one is the oxygen. There we go. That was easy enough. Okay, so all we have to do now is include a hydrogen storage, which will be 6 per minute, so yeah, small one will be enough. There we go. Hydrogen, please. Full. And all we have to do now is feed in the ammonia into the fermentation tank. And that should give us everything we need, basically. Okay, let me build these. And now we just need a smokestack for the CO2 there, and an output storage for the antibiotics. That looks like a flat port. So we need a unit storage right here, should be okay. Okay, you will store the antibiotics, empty all the time, please. And that should pretty much take care of everything. So in comes the hydrogen, very good. That will give us the ammonia. Okay, first batch is done. In goes through the pipe into the fermentation tank, and that will give us the antibiotics. Perfect. Okay, so that pretty much means that this place is, well, basically good to go. We have the storage set up to accept imports. Okay, it is now just a matter of time until we have enough. All right. How are we on corn? So potatoes will be okay in a bit. So corn. I don't think we are making enough fertilizer. Or we do. So why don't we have enough fertilizer in the farms? So these pipes are correct. Yes, we have a fertilizer in this one. Oh, right, these are backwards. That was the issue. So let's just copy these, flip. There we go. Let me just copy this. Okay. now these look correct, and that is pretty much it. Okay, now we have enough fertilizer going around. For now, I will set up a temporary storage for the corn output. I will put in a more permanent one once we have the rest of the farms in the area. So, corn empty all the time, please, thank you. This one can be priority 9, but this one definitely have to be priority 1. Also, trucks are stable. Lovely. Okay, so how is the hydrogen storage? It is still struggling. But it seems at this point it is actually... Yeah, we have everything, so it is production capacity. So if you don't mind, I will put in a couple more hydrogen producers. Let's go for 10 altogether. That will keep us going for a very long time. So these pipes on this side are correct. All we have to do is hook these in, and that will be pretty much it. Okay, I will build the pipes, but I don't think I will build all of these facilities. Maybe I will build 2 more. Let's see how far we can go with this. So basically the hydrogen production is more or less on the level. There's a bit of a downtrend, but maybe these 2 will take care of it. So anyways, do we have any antibiotics yet? Yes, we do. 80 in fact. We should have someone. There you are. Let's see what happens. Oh, right. We are driving past the hospital, so I think I will have one of these slots dedicated to tier 2 medical. I don't want to set up a full storage for this just yet. Here we go. Great. So we have medical 2 being produced. Right. They will have to proliferate through all these belts, but they will only have to do it one time, so that's going to be okay. I will allow it. Okay, as soon as we have 60 units of medical supplies 2s, they will be taken to the hospital, and we can get we can take care of all these flus. Can't wait. So how is the hydrogen at this point? Oh, there we go. A bit of an uptick. Very happy to see it. Oh, right. I just noticed I completely forgot to add in a slag storage in for the arc furnaces here for the polysilicon production. We are still producing slag, and if we leave it like this, the trucks will still deliver these in small increments like this. So if you don't mind, I will put in one storage here for the slag, empty all the time. So please feed into this storage, and you feed into this belt. Let's make sure these belts are all lining up. There we go. Maybe Yeah, they look like they are lined up now. Okay, we can build this, and this will prevent trucks from delivering small amount of slag. They will have to come here and pick up a full load. Okay, also that big truck, where did you pick up this slag? It wasn't from these arc furnaces, I am 100% sure, because it was driving past this way. These should be only picked up once we have a full load ready to go. We are not allowing pickups from the blast furnaces, so that is... Oh, right. We accept outputs from here. Please don't do so. Okay. Let's do it correctly this time. Okay, so that takes care of that. Here, the same. Please don't accept truck imports or exports. There we go. And pause these last four. Only deal with the slag by belts. These ones as well. Please don't accept imports or exports for these casters. And keep these posts for now. Also, yeah, this one is still alright. What about these? The same. These casters, the same, please. Okay, so at this point these are correct. What about you guys? You are fine, and you are fine. Also, I don't like not having enough acid. Can we please... Okay. The trucks are stable, so that pretty much means that it is actually production capacity. I think at this point I will go ahead and have 2 tier 2 mixers instead of just a single tier 1. I would feel a little bit better if we had the production capacity. So we will need mixer 2. Unfortunately, they are a little bit too wide. If we place these here, yeah, the trucks will not be able to reach the sulfur storage, so I will have these here instead. So you will feed into this one, and you will feed into this one. The water, I suppose, first things first, let's set up the recipes. There we go. So we will need water coming in here. We need, yeah, quite a bit. So we can have this water storage, well, not there, maybe here instead. Sure. And we can put this one back. There we go. We can build these now. Okay, and at this point, I think I don't remember how we had this water set up. I think it was off on both imports and exports. Yeah, it's filling up quite fast, so I think it's going to be okay. Alright, so all we need now is a export storage, so you can be right here, lining up with the other storage. So So acid empty all the time, please. Thank you. Now this should give us enough acid production for the copper production. Okay. You know, at this point I don't see any point not having these built. Yeah, we still have enough workers. Okay. So how are we on corn? We still don't have enough corn making it to the town. Let me check the production graph. So corn, there we go. We are trending upwards. That tells me that sooner or later these storages will be filled up. You know what? I would feel a bit better if these were actually all... yeah, let's upgrade everything on this production facility. Let's do it one more time just to be sure. Okay. Okay, so that will take care of itself over time. By the way, how is this mine? Okay, we can get or take off these designations, I guess. Yeah, I think this will last for 1 or 2 more episodes. That's going to be okay. I am very happy to see that we have vegetables and fruits backing up. That tells me we are making enough. But I am still not happy about the corn. Maybe we can move the disinfectant factory over here and we can use belts for it. And sooner or later I will do the same for the animal farms as well. So yeah, let's just do it. Can we make this one a little bit more organized before we copy paste it? Let me cut this water pipe. And I think we can have the disinfectant storage here and the plastic storage. You know what? No. This one is fine as it is. At least for now. I will deal with a more permanent setup at some point. So anyways, I think I will put it in... Well, since it's going to be temporary, here should be okay. And then we can build this in to the corn storage, and we will have the animal farms, I suppose, in this area. But one thing at a time. For now, as I have said, we will simply build this whole setup, which means this one can go away. And we can build in the corn into this storage. Yeah, the trucks can go in around this way, so this one doesn't have to be elevated. Okay, so priority 1 goes towards making the disinfectant. That is fine. As for the water, well, the water will sooner or later have to come out this way anyway, so might as well do it now. Oh, right, not here, but on the other side of these farms. Let me just put that in, so this storage has to move. There we go. That will still not give us enough space. Okay, fine. We can have this storage here. It's all temporary anyway, so it doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, so we can put in a temporary farm just to see the spacing for it. And the spacing is going to be like this. Right, okay. So the water pipe will actually come this way. On level 3? No. Only level 2. Right. Okay, this is correct, and then this will feed into this water storage. Okay, so that takes care of that, so trucks will no longer have to carry water for this storage. This one can still accept truck exports, that's good. And yeah, we have disinfectants coming out. Okay, that is pretty much okay at this point. Oh, right, we have animal feed here, so that's where the trucks were picking up that animal feed that I was complaining about in the last episode. Okay. So priority still goes towards the storage, and this is being emptied out, so that is fine. Okay, never mind. So anyways, I think I will move the animal farms as well. Well, maybe in the next episode the recording is getting very close to the end at this point, so I don't want to get into anything big before the end. Yes, as I have said, these are all temporary setups. I will deal with these in a more permanent manner at some point, not right now. Okay, so I think we should see some corn making it to the town fairly soon. Yeah, definitely. And we are producing just enough vegetables to have just a little bit of backing up, so this line is building up rather slowly, which is very good. So anyways, I think we have managed to get out on top of the logistical issues. To celebrate, I think I will set up some digging into the coal pit right here, well outside the actual coal deposit. So digging down will be a little bit easier. I will start, I guess here should be okay. So mining designation, going down. I think 2 tile wide will be enough. So we are now on level -14. So there we go. And this will go into the coal mine, but we will not actually go into the coal mine just yet. I want to dig this one down completely before we do anything rash. So we can have this mining tower, I suppose, at the entrance right here. Sure, that looks pretty much okay to me. Then we are going to have the mining area here, so we can get started on this ramp. And I think I will take out one of the excavators from the coal mine. So we can also have, yeah, a single, sorry, no. A single, no, wait, you already have. Okay, never mind. I will take 2 of these guys out because we have only 5 excavators in here, so we only need 10 trucks. So let's build this one. Excavator goes in, and we don't need 7 trucks in there. Even 2 is a little bit much, but 2 will be enough, I think. Okay, now this will collapse these areas quite a bit. Okay, first things first. I think we can safely get rid of these walls. That is going to be just fine. Unity, please. Thank you. So let me just check. Yeah, we have plenty of room on these ramps. That's going to be fine. Okay, so basically this ramp will be dug out. We have plenty of space, so I don't mind having the slopes being dug out here. That's going to be okay. Yeah, sure. Once we have reached the bottom, we will dig into the coal mine, and that's going to be fine. Okay. So I think we can stop the recording right here. Sure. So I think all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you a 1-week and ad-free early access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.